Today I'm down at Vauxhall Gardens. Curiosity got the better of me and I wanted to see what was going on with Extinction Rebellion. I wanted to come and see it with my own eyes. I can take a leaflet, please.
Yes, you can. Here you go.
Thanks.
Do you want this one?
Okay, cool.
That one. Okay, thanks.
It's time to call it quits. The kitchen tap is broken. Drip, 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 drip. Dirty dishes in the sink.
I wasn't sure what to expect when I come down, but there's several little tents dotted everywhere. This particular tent are doing clothes printing, t-shirts, jumpers. They're encouraging people to have what they're wearing printed because they're not wanting to promote getting new things. But also there is a company that have provided a box of t-shirts for people that maybe haven't got very many clothes but also stand for the cause. So that's what's going on over here. You watch Today the movement relocated from Trafalgar Square down to Vauxhall Pleasure Gardens, and the minute that I turned up I just felt weird. I felt quite emotional for all of these people to just be here just standing up for what they believe in.
We need to really talk about this. But I think beyond shouting to the people up there, it's good that everyone can see it, especially people that are at the moment in Oxford Street consuming madly things for consuming.
So what do you do as your profession and where do you live?
I live in Norfolk, in a very tiny village. I'm retired. I've been retired about 9 years. I was a Macmillan nurse for 25 years.
So I currently live in South East London, and I'm at university studying a Masters in Arts and Politics.
I'm a master's student studying climate change, more the sort of the human perspective of it rather than the science.
I live in Tooting in South London, and I'm a student organiser for a socialist group.
I used to be a microbiologist at Portendale near Salisbury, so I still live at Salisbury. I've been retired about 8 years now.
And how long have you been here with XR?
I came down last Monday and I've been here every day since. 8 days today, I think. Yeah.
I'm on and off. I'm not actually camping.
Practically the whole time. I've been here.
I've been coming and going. I don't live very far away, so I've been here almost every day.
So I've been here 3 days now.
Please would you tell me why you've come down to support what's going on?
I'm passionate about Extinction Rebellion because I'm so terrified of climate change and the 6th mass extinction which we're going through now. I don't have children, I have godchildren, I have nieces, and I'll be dead by the time it really kicks off. But it's their future and their future that we're fighting for.
I'm supporting Extinction Rebellion because they're the most radical activists on the question of climate change. I think radical action is needed, and this is where the radical action is happening, so that's why I'm here.
I've got 5 grandsons. I expect to leave a planet for them as my grandparents left for me.
So I'm here because I think that there's a lot of concepts and theories that Extinction Rebellion have looked into and replicated and implemented to ensure this social movement is successful. There's a lot of failures within the movement, and I think that's why after being in like working with these guys for a while and understanding where things can be better, it still is, I think, one of the most successful mobilizations of people to ensure the survival of the planet.
Despite all these things I was writing about and researching, it was just myself and the person marking my papers who would be looking at it, so I wasn't actually impacting any change through that. And I realised that actually, well, okay, it might have its flaws and it might have its things that we can work on together to change, which we are exploring. That actually, it's once you get down here, once you start embodying the movement and really like getting involved, it's something quite special. It's a year old, and look where it's already come. So it's doing something.
The reason that I'm making this video is because, like most of us, we've seen Extinction Rebellion in a lot of the media, and I myself never personally trust what the media says, so I just wanted to come down and see what was going on for myself, exploring that curiosity and also standing up for the message and for what I believe in. I suppose I was a bit nervous. Maybe I was falling to believe the stereotypical message, Extinction Rebellion. It's about just being rebellious. What I'm seeing here isn't about rebellion. It's about passion and for people standing up for what they believe in, and also to help protect this planet.
Extinction Rebellion is making a difference, and we have to rebel, because unless we rebel, unless we really come out in force, the governments in our country and around the world are going to do nothing. And how can I not fight for that? For the future of my godchildren, for the future of all the children.
Do you have hope in the future?
I do have hope. I have hope because being part of Extinction Rebellion gives me hope. I have hope when I'm being an activist, when I'm out here. That gives me hope. If I'm just sitting at home writing letters, then I'm in despair. If I'm doing, I have hope.
Having looked at the numbers, I'm less optimistic than I was before I actually started to look at how rapidly things were changing. I'm hopeful that people would need to change their lifestyles fairly radically. Politicians would need to change their view of life. Lots of things would need to change, and I just don't think we're capable of changing fast enough. We've had more than 30 years of knowing the facts, and we've missed. It would have been easy 20, 30 years ago to change, but time's moved on, and now we're at a crisis point.
This organisation is less than a year old, and just a couple of weeks ago there's 4 million people protesting for the climate. If there was no hope, then that wouldn't happen.
I also have a lot of hope because through joining XI I've also met and learnt about groups that have been doing this for decades, and like there's so much inspiration to take from them, and there's so much we can learn from them, and you know, there's stories of success all the time, and as long as we are open our hearts and minds to learning new forms of living, new forms of understanding the world, and I think, yeah, we can make a change with people who have been trying to make change for years.
A year ago I didn't. I mean, since then, I mean 2 weeks ago 7 million people marched worldwide for climate change, and then thousands of people have descended on London, so I do have hope now, yeah.
I don't think there's hope. There's a big problem of waste based on consumerism, which a lot of people, most of us, are still consuming so many things. We have to like really be really disciplined about what we do, each of us, and I don't see that happening.
Apparently there's loads more people down still at Trafalgar Square and also at Bank, but I haven't got time to go and visit them. But I really hope that this video has been useful for maybe those that had certain views on what's going on, positive or negative. I know it's definitely been useful for me to see it with my own eyes. So I've been here for a few hours. kind of wasn't as I was expecting. Really peaceful. Granted, a lot of people are in some different locations, but the one thing that I've seen, I think I had it in my head that Extinction Rebellion was full of a lot of young people, kind of rebellious. That was really naive of me. There's people of all different ages here, both sexes, all different backgrounds, all different educations. And then the one thing that they have in common is just this passion and this love for helping protect this planet. It's really powerful. It's been really interesting.